Alright, hello out there in the internet's world. This is Maddie May, and this is probably one of the first videos I'm going to be putting up on YouTube ever. Yeah, woo stuff. Anyway, so Halloween is close in hand, and this year I've decided to go as Amethyst from Steven Universe. I don't have a picture. I will put a picture in the link below because she is this amazingness of amazingness. What was I gonna say? She has a whip as her weapon. Every gym has a weapon. Pearl has her spears and swords and everything else. You can't see that one. Garnet. There. Garnet has her gauntlets, obviously. And then Amethyst has her whip. And I've been looking all over the place on the interwebs to try and find a tutorial for making an amethyst whip. Oh my god. And I finally found one made by Captain Crunchy Chew. He's an awesome prop maker. He even made a tutorial for Pearl's spear, which is really awesome. You gotta go check it out. I'll put him down in the link. Down in the link, yes. Down in this description, I'll put a link to him. That's better said. So yeah, I made this whip within like 2 days. It actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be, but it was pretty hard to get the shapes down and cutting them and, you know, stuff like that. I followed the instructions he gave in his own description for making the gem on the bottom. And at first I thought it wasn't gonna work, but it worked pretty good. They went together pretty easily, and that was an ugly face, oh my god. So yeah, I will show you what it looks like. Okay. So, this is the gem I was talking about. I know it looks really bad. I didn't have big masking tape or anything like that, so it looks pretty crappy. But it's shiny. That's what counts, right? It's supposed to look like a gem. It's all shiny. The handle. It's hard to... Right there is okay. I painted it black at first, like he said. And then it's thin PVC pipe. Yeah. But yeah, you paint the base black. And then over it you paint kind of like this, almost like a navy blue, with painter's tape on it. You peel it off and voila, you get ribbon-like effect. I didn't do mine as mini or as thick, but that's okay. And then comes the star part, or rounded star. I did my best. It's not exactly perfect. And as you can tell, I didn't exactly cut a hole in the middle of it, but that's okay. Then came this. It's hard to see in the dark. It's mesh tubing, which is actually pretty nice to use. I was surprised. I couldn't find it. I found it at Michael's, which was easier to find than at like Joann's or somewhere like that. I found it at Michael's real easy where the ribbon is, and it comes in a bunch of different colors, but he said black, so that's what I got. And then a lot of hot glue. Lots of hot glue. Here are the 3 gems, as her whip goes into 3 separate little gems here. And yeah, that one's not pointy, that one's like rounded out. One of them's a 4-sided. Isn't that lovely? I had an extra piece and I was like, I'm not gonna waste it, so I made a 4-sided gem. It doesn't look bad. They're actually pretty heavy. I think I made them too big. But, oh, hold on, I gotta put you down. But, they still look nice. If for these, use the bigger masking tape. I used painter's tape, which is blue, and it covered pretty nicely. You gotta do a few colors with the shiny Amethyst. I got it in the acrylic paint, Folks Art or something like that. Folks paint. Amethyst, shiny. It works. Has different dimensions and whatnot. And then came the little jewels, which required several little foam pieces. It wasn't hard, but to get the tape over it and to stick, that was the hard part. What I ended up doing was just taking more hot glue and gluing it on. It's hard to see because the tape just kept coming off, didn't want to stick. But overall, I'm happy with it. This is the first prop I've ever made, so hopefully it stands up to the test of time. Wrong expression, but whatever. Excuse my little zit face. The one problem with the mesh tubing is that for the main that goes all the way down and back up and turns into the 3, that's like really bad right there. You can't see it very well. It's taped and then hot glued, and it wouldn't want to stay, and so I had to start over again. I think I made it too long because hers is supposed to have 6 of the little jewels, and I put on 8 because it was too long to begin with. Yeah, my Starbucks. Let me see. I love you, Grave Girl. I didn't mean to take that. I just wanted to try it out. Grave Girl, I love you. You're awesome sauce bunny. So yeah, overall it worked pretty good. It was a little tricky to get some of the parts to fold, or like the tape, some of it to go the way I wanted it to. You had to cut it at certain angles and fold it over and, you know, do all that kind of stuff, but I'm happy with it, so thank you so much. Hopefully soon I will be able to put up some like art videos or something. I really hope. If you didn't know, I do art. I haven't posted stuff in a long time. I gotta post some stuff. I do have DeviantArt at lexria12.deviantart.com, spelled Lexria 12. Yeah, so this is Maddie Mae Kent showing off her gorgeous whip. Yeah, thank you again, Captain Crunchy Chew, and that's about it. Have a good Halloween.